Welcome to everyone from the Moving Mountains program. Well, here we are together, week 2, diving into our relationship with our mind. This video is a follow-up to the live call that Chip Richards and I have just done, introducing week 2 and beginning to look at our relationship with our mind, the power of the mind, the purpose of the mind, and the importance of learning how to quieten the mind and open to the brilliance within. So the purpose for this video is to simply go over the technique that I shared with our circle called quietening the mind. So this technique is designed to be simply added to the technique that we did together in week 1 called Becoming Aware of Your Breath. So if you haven't already watched the video or listened to the live call, I encourage you to do so. You can find the video on the Moving Mountains website or also on my YouTube page, which just click on this video and it'll take you there. So just go back and watch the video called Becoming Aware of Your Breath, and that will be the basis on which we add this technique called quietening the mind. So the first part of this technique is about noticing and observing your thoughts. When you're doing the breath work, this breath technique over the next week, it's about when you're breathing, just notice when your thoughts start to arise. If your mind starts to become focused on the past or the present or things you need to do or things you need to achieve or things you need to work out, anything other than the present moment of now. So the first step of the technique is just notice when you begin to, when thinking arises, when your mind starts to get activated on anything other than right here and right now. The second part of the exercise is about coming back to your breath. So in the first step, you notice that you're thinking. You notice that your attention's gone to your mind or your thoughts. And then the second part is just bring your attention back to this present moment, back to your breath. Bring your focus and your awareness back to your breath and just allow that you've got some thoughts going on. Just come back to the breath. So that brings us to the third part of the technique, releasing your thoughts. And it's really simple. As you bring your awareness back to your breath, on your next comfortable exhale, imagine that as you're breathing out through the mouth, you're breathing out, that your thoughts are flowing out on your out breath. They're just flowing away. Imagine yourself letting go of your thoughts. Just let go any attachment that you have to them. Let go any need to work them out, need to address them. Just let them flow out on the out breath. Let them go. Let the breath almost dissolve them. And that brings us back to the last part of the technique. Then coming back to the present moment and your breath. As you release the thoughts on your exhale, it allows you to come back to the present moment, back to your breath, breathing in and out, being present with your breath, and come even deeper into this moment of now, even deeper into the silence and stillness within. So just a quick reminder, we're going to be breathing in through the nose, deep down into the lungs, being as present with the in-breath as we can, and as we breathe out, we're going to be present with the exhale, just slowing down a little bit, extending the breath, being present with the exhale, coming into this moment of now with our in-breath and our out-breath. And as we breathe out, we're going to imagine any thoughts we have, any mind distractions flowing out on the out-breath. Just let them go. Just let it flow out. Let the breath almost dissolve the thoughts. And then come back to the breath. We'll take another inhale, deep down into the lungs, being present with your breath. And again, breathing out, letting the out breath, letting the thoughts flow out on the out breath. Just let them go and come back to your breath. As we begin to release our thoughts, as we begin to come back to our breath and open to the present moment, the more we practice this, the more it allows us to dive deeper into the silence and stillness, this ocean of silence and stillness and vastness that lives within us. And silence and stillness are powerful doorways into the beingness that we are, the beingness within, into the presence that we are, the alive and awake, conscious presence that we are in each moment, within us at all times. And then that becomes a doorway into the brilliance, into the truth of who we are, into our divine essence, into the part of us that is connected with all of life and with Great Mother, Father, Creator, God, Goddess, Source. So as we move into the second week together, I encourage you to practice this technique with the becoming aware of the breath technique, even if it's simply to 3 to 5 conscious breaths daily, and really practice quietening your mind, letting the thoughts flow out on the exhale, coming back to your breath, coming back to the present moment. And if you're really keen, I encourage you to take at least one time this week to create 3 to 5 minutes, preferably 5 minutes, where you just sit silently and still, where you're not going to be distracted. This is your sacred time for you. And do the breath technique, becoming aware of the breath technique, and practice quietening the mind. And allow yourself to begin to release the thoughts and come into this moment of now. I would love if you have any comments or questions to please feel free to post these with this video in the Moving Mountains website or on my YouTube, with this video on my YouTube page. If you have any questions for me, I'd love to respond to you and hear how you're going with these techniques. But yeah, I think that's everything for this video. Thanks again for joining me. I'm so grateful to be part of this program, and blessings to you for week 2 in Moving Mountains, and blessings to deepening your conscious relationship with your mind and the power of the mind, and learning how to quieten your mind and open to the brilliance within. Namaste.